Thanks for coming. Today I will be talking about how public schools should wear uniforms. Imagine the night before the first day of school. You're excited, you have anxiety about the first day, you can't wait to see your friends, what teachers you have, who will be in your class. While all your friends are picking out their first day of school clothes, you're trying to see what outfit looks the most new. Your parents couldn't afford to get you school clothes this year. This shouldn't be on any child's mind before the first day of school of a fresh start to a new year. When all students are dressed alike, competition between students over clothing choices and teasing of those who are dressed in less expensive or less fashionable outfits can be eliminated. Attending a public school filled with students from a range from lower to upper class, I've seen firsthand how clothing can affect the educational environment for students. To truly understand the impact of how wearing uniforms in public schools has an effect on children's education and community, when uniforms are dress code, it is easier not only for students, but for the parents. A child is expensive in general. Parents can reduce their financial burden when children are limited to wearing one outfit every day. Without school uniform policies, parents may feel pressure to compete with other families by purchasing fashionable clothes for their children, trying to keep them in the hip, in those new Jordans. Some schools should not be a fashion show. Schools should be a level playing field for students. No one should care about what someone else has on, and that's not what they are at school for. When all students are dressed alike, competition between students over clothing choices and teasing of those who are dressed in less expensive or less fashionable clothes is also eliminated. In a survey by the National Association of Elementary School Principals and Uniform Manufacturers, Lands' End, 86% of school leaders said uniforms make a significant positive impact on peer pressure, and 64% said uniforms reduce bullying. Time to focus on the education part. When there isn't a distraction of a fashion show of clothes, students can focus on their studies. A bulletin published by the National Association of Secondary School Principals stated that when all students are wearing the same outfit, they are less concerned about how they look and how they fit in with their peers. Thus, they can concentrate on their schoolwork. Former U.S. Secretary of the State Hillary Clinton, when she was a 2008 U.S. presidential candidate, advocated school uniforms as a way to help students focus on learning. Take the clothing off the table and put the focus on school, now not on what you're wearing. When clothes as a distraction is eliminated, the grades and learning environment can also prosper. If you're a parent and want to save money, or a student tired of being labeled, join the movement. Every day, a student should be filled with excitement and happiness to go to school to learn, not to put on a new piece of clothing. There should never have to be a child feel ashamed or sad because he or she does not have the latest fashions. Join me in making life a little easier for parents and students all over the country. Sign the petition for making school uniforms mandatory in the USA at gopetition.com. Petitions, mandatory school uniforms, type USA.html. To quote Grammy-nominated singer Tweet, "Don't let the clothes or anyone define you. Just be yourself, whether in a pair of jeans or a ball gown." Thank you for coming.